Oh my god, Starbucks just released these cute glass bear cups for the holidays. They cost $30. I see everyone else on social media getting them. I have to get them. Wake up! Get me out of this over-consuming hellhole that we live in. When is it ever going to be enough for some of you? I need a Stanley cup. I need a Labubu. I need a glass cup. Wake up! You are willing to throw your money at these companies that make millions of dollars a day. Meanwhile, you don't even have an emergency fund. That's stupid! I need to crack a window. I'm gonna have a heart attack. Oh, Bradley, life's short and I work hard for my money, so if I want it, I'm gonna get it. Shut up! You're not treating yourself when the choices you make leave you with no money. If an emergency happened in your life today, do you have $1,000 to afford it? Oh, but you have a bunch of tumblers and cups and Labubus and clothes. That shit doesn't matter when life gets real. And in this economy, life is getting very real. Social media is gonna get you excited to spend your money on something, and then in 3 to 4 months, it's gonna end up in the back of your cabinet. You're gonna not care about it. This is a never-ending cycle. Where's my water bottle? There's weirdos like me who appreciate the things that they have and don't constantly feel the need to buy more. Completely peeled off, it's all dented at the top, and I don't care because it holds water and gets the job done. Why do you care how people spend their money? Because I want you to win with money. I want you to have an emergency fund. I want you to have savings. I want you to have part of your paycheck left over at the end of the month. Have at it. But the moment money's tight, the moment you need money for bills or for a car repair, you lose your job, don't come crying to me.
I hope no one comes for me for this, but do you get the urge to like shop like every day? Like I feel like if I don't have something to buy, I'm like, there's like an itch that like needs to be scratched. Like, is that not okay?
My problem is I just want stuff.
It's okay to shop if you want to shop, but it's not okay to be shopping every single day, spending your money on things that are not even necessities for your life.
I need stuff. I need to shop. I just want to shop. Everything else will be fine. But I need to shop. I want to shop on Monday. I want to shop on Saturday. I want to shop on Friday. I want to go to the shops. I want to online shop. I need to shop. That's it.
I have a shopping addiction, and over the past 3 years, I've racked up over $30,000 in credit card debt. 99% of it is shopping. I have said no to going out to dinner with friends, bought the cheapest thing at the grocery store just so I could buy that one thing, whatever it was in the moment. I started off this year by trying to break that cycle by doing a no-buy, and at first I was doing okay. A few slip-ups here and there, but overall positive. But lately, it's not going well. I've completely defaulted back to my old habits of shopping. It's really shameful because I'm in my mid-30s. I have a good job, and yet I'm struggling to pay rent because I keep spending more than I can afford. I was also scared to come on here and say this because it feels like I failed. It's like I was going to do this no-buy and I tried, but I didn't. The same cycle I go through every few years where I try and I fail. Remind myself,
You're living a lie. You're spending more than you can afford. You're 30-something years old. You need to start checking your life.
that it's not a failure. Progress isn't linear. Just because the last 2 months have been terribly horrible for my finances because I've been so busy at work and stressed out, so I'm using that as an excuse to shop, does not mean that I can't get back on the wagon. I'm fucking pissed, but I'm starting over, trying again.
I'm chronically depressed. Here's everything I bought in the past week. Skims lingerie. Skims one piece. Berber hair oil and their hairbrush. Olaplex dry shampoo. Polo socks. There's another pair. I don't know where they went. This Anthropology bag. This Free People necklace. This Free People necklace. Both of these necklaces, it came as a set from Anthropology. This Free People phone charm. These Free People bikini charms. Necklace from Nordstrom. This entire outfit. A bunch of clean towels. Don't use a towel to wash your face. These earrings. This Prada bag. This mini olive tree. Like 4 of these 32-ounce cups. This Caseify laptop case. This Skims robe. This Free People t-shirt. This Anthropology t-shirt. All of these Savvy t-shirts, this Anthropology top, this Free People top, these Free People shorts, these Skims rompers, these Steve Madden heels, these Lululemon sneakers, these Hunter rain boots, this Free People top, these Anthropology tops, 2 Free People Emersons, the baby and its mama, both of these bag charms, these Free People pants, dopamine patches, Day styling cream wand, buy this, 2 of these trash cans, this dark sport hoodie, and these comfort hoodies, Bomba's hidden bra to make my ant bites look just a little bit bigger, these sunnies, and these sunnies. Don't be like me, go to therapy.
Y'all.
Wow. That is a lot. If you're such a shopper, you really need to see a doctor. You really need to go to therapy. Why would you need all that stuff in 1 week? Gosh.
Y'all are just finding new shit to buy for no reason. You don't need 5 soaps.
Why do y'all care so much about what other people are spending their money on? If I want 5+ soaps, I'm gonna get that. What I spend my money on and use on my body has nothing to do with you. Literally. I feel like y'all be making these videos and typing these comments trying to make yourself feel better about not having variety like the rest of us. It's perfectly fine if you don't have this stuff, but don't try to make nobody else feel bad about having it. I feel like hygiene products should not be at the top of y'all list of worries right now. So yeah, I'm gonna continue to buy all of my hygiene products, and I hope y'all can do it one day too.
I'm aware that what I'm about to say is completely ridiculous, and I'm really not trying to be ungrateful, but this is everything that just came this week. All of this stuff is amazing, obviously, to have and to get, and so grateful for all of the gifting and the brands that I get to work with, but it's a lot. I guess my hope for this video is that it lands on the FYP of other content creators and influencers, because I need some advice, guidance, help of how to not let all of this overwhelm you.
Our generation has done such a terrible job at normalizing overconsumption. Like the fact that there are people in their mid-20s that think that it's normal to spend $300, $400 placing an online order on just a random Tuesday, or watching girls in their mid-20s go to Ulta and Target once a week and drop $200. That is crazy, and the fact that we don't think that that's crazy is so scary. And I just want to tell you that if that seems out of touch for you and out of reach, it's because it really should be. It should not be the standard to spend money like the people on this app spend money. Period.
We shouldn't be normalizing spending money like that, like it's okay. It's not okay. You have a future to secure, you have kids to take care of, you have even your own life if you don't have kids to take care of. You have to think about your future, not now. Think.
I'm gonna piss some people off in a sec, but here goes. Fast fashion, overconsumption, and influencer culture has helped normalize some pretty messed up behavior. Doing new clothing hauls every week and every month is not normal. It's also not normal to buy luxury goods and act like you're just buying groceries. It's also not normal to constantly be off on holidays or retreats. Not normal to own storefronts worth of beauty and makeup products. We're constantly seeing this type of consumer behavior online, and then it suddenly starts to feel normal. But not only is this super unrealistic for people, it's also super unsustainable. Also, it's not a human right to be able to afford cheap and trendy clothing. In fact, people have been on budgets long before Shein existed. Shein is not that old. Borrowed, swapped, got secondhand clothes, got clothes from older kids, and whenever we got a piece of clothes from an actual store, it was something special. Now I sound ancient. I'm just tired of seeing both regular people as well as influencers defend this type of consumer behavior like it's their right. Like their trendy outfit is worth more than the waste and exploitation it cost. Buy less crap and start unfollowing the creators that romanticize overconsumption. Trust me, you will be so much better off.
I have come to the realization that I have an overwhelming urge to spend money every single day of my life. And it's becoming a problem because I'm trying to get out of debt. So this is everything I'm fighting the urge to buy today. First up, this activewear set from Target. I've started a running journey recently, so I've been super into buying activewear. That being said, I bought a lot of activewear recently. I actually have a set I just bought in a very similar color. Next, also from Target, I have a million protein bars at home. I literally just had a Bare Rose protein bar because I have so many at home. I saw a TikTok last week saying these were good. So now I want to try them. I don't need these. Next up, this romper from Altered State. I have had my eye on this for weeks. I don't even think it would be flattering on my body. And also look at the price. Am I insane? And lastly, my entire Nespresso cart. I'm nowhere near running out of Nespresso pods at home, but I also don't ever want to run out. So that's everything I have just wanted to buy on my 30-minute lunch break today.
This kind of blew my mind. My friend said something last night and I was like, wait, that's kind of a bar. So I was telling her that I was proud of myself because I didn't buy anything new for a Hawaii trip I'm about to go on. And she was like, well, you know, once I heard that if you go on a trip, like the people there don't know if your clothes are new or not. Excuse me? Don't mind this. I was like, wait, you're so right. They don't know. It's just pretend it's new. So anyways, I had this whole Revolve cart and then I was just like, what am I doing? Like, I don't need to be buying this. I have clothes. I have cute clothes. I'm not going to buy anything. So take this as your sign. If you're going on a trip, the people there don't know that your clothes aren't new.
Over consuming and the constant trips to Target, to TJ Maxx, the shop with me's, the hauls, the this, like that is the reason I walk into my basement and walk right back up, because I have so much anxiety. I have clothes piling up, junk piling up, drawers piling up, because there's just so much stuff. But since I stopped going into TJ Maxx so much, now when I'm in there, I'm like, this is junk. Like, I don't need any of this. You really don't.
Nothing in here will satisfy the way that I look. I have to find peace about my body outside of all this.
Joking around about having a shopping addiction isn't normal. Having multiple online orders on their way to you at all times isn't normal.
No matter how much stuff you buy, they won't satisfy you. So less is more. So just have less and you'll be more happy.
Hiding or lying about your purchases to your partner isn't normal. A recycling bin always full of deconstructed boxes and packaging and shopping bags isn't normal. Never repeating the same outfit isn't normal. None of these things are normal, but you are not alone.
The reason for most people's struggles is because they're trying to keep up with the Joneses. We live in a society that everybody is just trying to outdo one another, when we really should not be living like that, right? We all should be living within our means and staying in our lanes and, congratulating the people that are able to, to rise above that or, do more and do better and have more, right? But instead, it's just a constant competition. And will we ever get away from that as a society? I don't think so, especially in the era of social media, because we all have this unhealthy access to people that we never had before, right? So a lot of people, more than ever, are comparing their lives, right, to people that are way, 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 way outside of their own tax bracket, right? And as I say that, I'm not saying you can't use people as motivation to get you to where you want to be, but it becomes an unhealthy obsession with striving for a certain status or financial status. And it has created toxic hustle culture. People used to be able to just have one job, live comfortably, and be content and okay, right? The flashy shit you see on TV, when you turn your TV, you turn that shit off, it's gone. But that has correlated into our everyday lives with the people that we know, and everybody trying to outdo one another when it's not necessary at all. And I've always been somebody that's been very modest when it comes to my spending personally, because I had certain milestones for myself that I'm just like, okay, until I have a house, I'm not buying certain designer shit, because to me it just didn't make sense for me, right? If I can't go on X amount of vacations a year, I'm not doing certain things. Like, I always had it in my head that my lifestyle had to match my income. I should not be living way, 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 way above my means, right? And I'm someone that I was doing very well starting in my early 20s, right? So, and my mother bashed financial literacy into my brain. And I guess I have that advantage over people, but it comes to a point where you reach a certain age and the information is all around us. And the reason why so many people are stuck is because they're choosing to be stuck. And when it comes to money, I feel like people are just so intimidated by it when it's really not anything to be intimidated by. The sooner you learn how to use money as a tool, which it is a tool, right, the better off you will be. The Black community needs to get away from consumerism, because I really feel like that is holding us back. The amount of money the Black community spends on stuff, I'm going to put emphasis on stuff, has gotten out of hand. It's like out of control. When we know that we drive the U.S. economy, but yet we are a small percentage, they say, right? Because I don't even believe that, but as they say, when shit gets rough, this country does not take care of Black people first. And we know that. Everybody else gets help outside of us. We always have to have reserves put away, and so we can, withstand it, the test of time. Anyways, I feel like I'm rambling. I want people to start learning about money, whatever that means for you. I'm not going to tell you what to do with your money, and I've always said that. I'm never going to come on here and be like, you need to do this, you need to do that. No, everybody's pockets are different, and everybody has to have their own starting point based on, their bracket. But we got to get away from consumerism because it's killing us. It is killing us.
As someone who is very easily influenced, I'm just gonna go ahead and vent on here. I am frustrated or exhausted. That's probably more the word that I'm looking for. I'm tired. I'm constantly getting video after video on my FYP about a product that I just have to get. And I am easily influenced. I watch a video, I live in the city, I can just go to the store and buy it, which I do. That's on me. I need more self-control. I have a bin of makeup because I keep buying the best product. And I understand that people go on here and have to make a living. There are people that do the TikTok shop and hype up a product because when you buy that product, that, payment goes towards their income, and I get it. At the same time, there are influencers that I just don't believe anymore because they're posting a video about the best lipstick, but the day before there was also another best lipstick. So like, which is it, girl? It's just frustrating. I know I built my FYP. Like I said, it's on me. I don't know if I said it, but it's on me. It's my fault. I want the videos back of people falling, of funny pranks, of kids doing silly things, dogs doing silly things. Like I'm done. I am tired.
Shopping isn't going to fix your problems. I know you think it's going to. I know it's fun. I know the dopamine feels amazing. You're like, I'm going to buy a new shirt. I'm going to buy myself a new blanket. I'm going to just walk around. And then you end up coming home with a bunch of stuff. You want to know why that doesn't help? You want to know why that makes you feel better for 5 seconds. And then after the 5 seconds of the dopamine hits, you end up feeling guilty and right back down? Because all that did was add on to your stress. Number one, your money issues. Why did you go and do that? I know that it felt good for a minute and you had this feeling of like, you know what, well, I'm depressed and I'm going through a lot, so I'm just going to go and whatever. That just made it worse. Babe, because now you're in a worse situation financially because you shouldn't have gone and did that. Number two, you probably have so much clutter, so much stuff that you can't even maintain that's overwhelming you, and you just want like this and add it onto the pile. You have to understand that getting rid of stuff and stopping the addiction and stopping yourself from being obsessed with the dopamine hit is when real change is going to hit. I know it sucks. I know it's so much fun to go shopping. Trust me, I know. I used to nonstop go to Ross, TJ Maxx, Marshalls, put my family in a situation because I couldn't stop shopping and adding stuff and my closet was overflowing. And I'm like, woo! Oh my gosh, this feels so great. Boom, crash. And then for some reason, I did it again the next day. And I kept doing it until I realized that this pattern was harmful and I stopped doing it. And instead, I focused my energy on decluttering and cleaning my house and getting rid of stuff. And I no longer shop at those places anymore. I can't tell you the last time I felt so overwhelmed by items in my home because I no longer bring stuff in because I realized that the true thing that I needed, that my mind was like yelling at me to do, was to get rid of stuff. I had too much. I didn't need to shop more. You don't need more. You actually need less. I'm telling you right now that is going to be the biggest thing for your mental health is to let go of the shopping, the non-stop shopping when you cannot afford it, when you cannot maintain what you already have. I know it sucks to hear it. I know you probably already subconsciously know it, but I hope that my voice pierces through you and helps you change it and stop it. Because number one, the financial issues, money is one of the biggest stressors in people's lives, and it can kill you from the stress. I know firsthand what that's like, okay? I think people think I'm some rich person, but we've been through so much in the past year. I was a homeless youth teen. I was extremely poor. I know what that feels like. I know. And especially if you're like me, where you have childhood trauma and you never had anything, you buy to try to compensate for what you didn't have as a kid, but it just puts you in a really bad position. So knock it, cut it, Stop it. Focus that energy on decluttering and cleaning and watch your life change. I promise you, babe.
Y'all want to know what I'm tired of seeing when I get on the internet? Y'all didn't ask, but I'm going to tell y'all. I am tired of seeing so much over consumerism. Like, it's ridiculous what you see when you get on the internet. And as a person that once was a big over consumer, I can speak about this because I've lived it. It has gotten so bad that people are buying things that they don't need. And sometimes things are want, but they really don't even want it. They just get it because that's what people are getting. Like, I've had to catch myself of like buying a lot of makeup and makeup products because I've been influenced or I've seen it like, oh, I gotta have that or I gotta try it. And over the past like few months, I have really like reeled it in of like, let me use what I have first. Because if you constantly buy stuff, like I've have stuff that's in overstock. I've had stuff that I had to give away because I have so much of it that I don't utilize all those things. And so I get on the internet and all I see is somebody pushing you like, oh, they're bad this, they bad this, they bad this. And we know that the internet is very influential and it takes a very strong and sound mind to say no, because it's so easy to get sucked up in that stuff. Like the amount of money that I save from not overbuying or buying stuff just because I saw it, like it amazes me. And now I'm really trying to get myself stuff to look forward to where it's like, okay, I want this, but it's like it's not a dire need. You know, like, oh, this is something I really want. Let's revisit this in another month or 2 or 3, or let's say I'm gonna buy this at this time. You know, it's just becoming too much. Like these influencers are just, you know, I know they don't be mindful of the people that follow them, and it's their job to get you to buy these things. But us as people, we got to say no. We got to say no because it's becoming too much. It's becoming too much. I get on the internet and I see people with a gazillion things, and it's like there's no way in hell you utilizing everything that you buy. You just not. And if you do, you use it one time and it's one and done. We got to say no, y'all. I've started. Who's joining me?
This is your reminder that organized hoarding is still hoarding. There are so many aesthetically pleasing videos like this on this app. Honestly, it gives me so much anxiety just watching it. I want you to try and look at this in a different way. All of the little plastic trinkets you buy from Temu, the polyester clothes that you get from Shein. Sure, the price tag is low, they're cheap. But you know what is not cheap? Housing, rent, space, and the more useless, worthless junk that you accumulate, the more space you will need. Having a whole furniture dedicated solely to your makeup collection, or a whole drawer for your hair clips, like what? It's normalized. That is insane to me. And then you go on to say you need to live in a bigger apartment to have space for a bigger closet to support all of your clothes. Darling, a newsflash, you don't wear half of it. And that is how you waste hundreds, maybe even thousands of euros every month on space for junk. Before buying stuff, even the cheap stuff from Temu, ask yourself, is this worth my space? If the damage on the environment is not enough reason or motivation for you, let this be. At this point, you don't own your things own you.
This is very true. Over consumerism, you don't own it, it owns you. And we need to stop using money like for overconsumption, wasting it on stuff. All this stuff is junk. Let's use money as a tool to help us, not a tool to fill our houses with things we don't even need. Thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next one. You can write your views in the comments. This has to stop.